Today I'm rehousing my tarantula, Vinny. Vinny's current enclosure size still does work for him, but he really likes to explore, so I want to give him a little bit more space to walk around. I took Dina's old enclosure and I cleaned it out, and then I added repti soil for substrate, a hide, and then I created a starter burrow. I also added a water dish for him and some fake plants for him to have more things to explore, and then I threw in some damp sphagnum moss just to keep some moisture in the enclosure. And then on to moving Vinny from his old enclosure to the new one. I personally like to use the bag method when I rehouse all my tarantulas. It just keeps both me and my spiders safe. There's no risk of escape and there's no risk of any sort of biting. Vinny is still small enough to where I feel comfortable handling him without risking any damage from a bite, but his personality really makes me second guess handling him every single time I think about it because he's way too skittish and he gets startled way too easily. Once the bag is in his new enclosure, I just grab the edges of the bag and slowly start to pull it out. This slowly forces Vinny to start moving back towards the opening of the bag, which is how I get him back out and into his new enclosure. I usually spend a couple minutes pulling the bag out and readjusting just to make sure that the spiders don't get hurt in this process. I finally got Vinny out of the bag, and then I left him alone for about an hour while I did some other rehousings, and then when I went back to check on him, he was exploring. So I'm really thinking this fella likes his upgrade. Thanks for watching!